Good evening, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth, and we are here to call the elimination game between the Red Sox and the Yankees. We are just a couple of minutes before game time, and looks like the Padres just lost on replay review for the final out. Looks like the Padres got closed out in today's game, or this afternoon's game. And I'm going to start by going over the Red Sox lineup. Duran will be leading off, playing left field. Trevor Story will be hitting second at shortstop. Bregman will be at third, hitting out of the 3-hole. Yoshida will be DHing this evening. Raffaello will be hitting in the 5-hole and playing center field. Nathaniel Lowe will be at first base, hitting out of the 6-hole. Carlos Narvaez will be behind the dish, hitting out of the 7-hole. Weiler Abreu will be hitting 8th, playing right field. And Romy Gonzalez will be playing 9th, hitting out of the, or playing second base. For our Yankees tonight, Trent Grisham will be leading off, playing center field. Aaron Judge will be in right field, hitting out of the 2-hole. Bellinger will be in Cody Bellinger will be in left field, hitting out of the 3-hole. Giancarlo Stanton will be DHing and cleaning up. Ben Rice will be at first base, hitting out of the 5-hole. Ahmed Rosario will be manning third base, hitting out of the 6-hole. Jazz Chisholm will be at second base, hitting out of the 7-hole. Anthony Volpe, shortstop, hitting out of the 8-hole. Austin Wells will be hitting out of the 9th hole and behind the dish. On the bump for the Yankees is going to be Cam Schlittler. Connelly Early will be matching up for the Red Sox. So, 3 elimination games, 6 heads to get chopped. Guardians got chopped. Tigers advanced to face off against the Mariners. Dodgers got the Reds last night to move up against the Phillies. And just a few moments ago, the Cubs defeated the Padres to move on to play the Brewers. The last game of the wild card run is here. Red Sox and the Yankees. So it's a battle to see who is going to come out on top and head to Toronto for the division series. You know where I'm betting. I'm betting New York all the way. Cam Schlittler is going to be on the bump for us tonight. He has an ERA of 2.96. He has a 28% strikeout rate and a 7% walk rate. It is going to be rookie versus rookie tonight, and I'm going to start with my sentiments right off the bat. All right. Cam Schlittler is on the bump. Duran is in the box, and the first pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 99 miles an hour. Count is 0-1. Looks like the young lad has a little bit of adrenaline in him. Duran was hitting .256 on the season, 16 home runs, 84 RBIs, and a .774 OPS. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets. Yankee fans are on their feet cheering. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Come here, my little man. All right, what do you got to say?
Let's go
Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
All right. Good job, little man. All right, give me a kiss. Bedtime. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the next pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is even, Dad. Deuce.
We have a book.
Okay.
Yes, we're gonna go read a book.
Outstanding. Book it is. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a looper to Jazz Chisholm, who is going to handle it easily for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trevor Story. Would I truly be happy if the Yankees did not shift on Story? Well, the answer would be hell yeah, because he always hits to the open gap on the right field side. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just off the plate. Count is 1-0. Story's hitting .263 on the season, 25 home runs. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. Schlittler sets and fires, and he drops it a four-seamer for a sinker for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is a pop-up sky high to the right side. Rice is tracking it and is going to have it for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Alex Bregman. And of course, in standard Yankee fashion, Bregman is receiving a hail of boos. Go figure. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike one. That was a 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Bregman is hitting .273 on the season, 18 home runs, 62 RBIs. And Schlittler sets, and the pitch is popped up, and Rice can not make the play. He has it go off his glove. And of course, that is going to be the first damn error of the night. One of the keys that we talked about earlier today was playing a clean game, and that is certainly not how it is done. But the count is 0-2 on Bregman. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is 1-2. Schlittler sets, fires, and Bregman is rung up on call. Strike three. 100-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the top outside corner, and that is going to do it for the Red Sox. Coming up to bat in our half of the inning is going to be Trent Grisham, the captain, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. 1, 2, 3. So how we feeling about the game thus far, guys and gals? Schlittler got out of the gate hot, doing what we needed to see. And for those of you who have just joined our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And Connelly Early is up on the bump, throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. And Grishbaum starts to dig in. Early has a 2.33 ERA, 37% strikeout rate, 5% walk rate. He only has 19 innings in at the major league level. And Early sets and fires, and the first pitch is going to be called ball one. Definitely looked like it was below the zone. Count is 0-1 on Grishbaum. And Early sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is. That one looks like it caught the outside corner, but it is called ball one. Hey, John Boy and Ray, welcome to the stream. And Early sets, fires, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2 on Grisham. And Early sets. Pitch is way off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. At Early sets, fires, and he is going to get the call on the outside corner for strike three. Grisham is rug up looking, and that is the first out of the Yankees. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Early sets. And the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. Judge is hitting .331 on the season, 53 homers, 114 RBIs, and 1145 OPS. And Early sets, fires, and the pitch is blown to right center field, and Abreu is going to come in and make the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. At Early sets, fires, and the pitch is grounded up the middle. Story is going to field it cleanly and fire to low to record the third out. That was a what pitch, what out. So, hence, the things that I truly hate: swinging early, and hitting like crap. That'll do it for the Yankees. And as we head to the top of the second, Yoshida, Rafaela, and Lowe will be coming up to bat. For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Yes, Real Bill, I completely agree. 8-pitch inning. It's sort of like, we put stuff out and the Yankees do the exact opposite of the things that we see as the keys to actually winning the game. Because invariably, sometime tonight, we have the potential to look at Crochet for 2 innings, and we have the potential of looking at Chapman for 2 innings. That makes this a very short game for them. And Schlittler is back on the bump. Yoshida is in the box. Schlittler sets, and he fires, and the first pitch is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Yoshida is hitting .266 on the season, 4 home runs, 26 RBIs, and a .695 OPS. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the curveball is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Welcome to the stream, Landon. Schlittler sets and fires, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-2. In a game 3 elimination, certainly I think they're pitching tonight. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and outside. Count is evened at 2-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and this pitch is lined to left field. Bellinger is going to field it on a hop. And Boston has its leadoff man on board. Coming up to bat is Rafaela. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is inside. Count is 1-0. And Schlittler sets. And he fires. The pitch is once again inside. Count is 2-0 on Rafaela. Schlittler sets, fires, and the fastball paints the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at deuce. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is now full, 3-2. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled back. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and tipped into the glove of Wells for strike three. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Nathaniel Lowe. And Schlittler sets. And he fires over to first base. Yoshida is diving back head first. He looked like he was leaning towards second a little bit. Lowe is hitting .228 on the season, 18 home runs, 84 RBIs, and a .688 OPS. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the fastball catches the top of the strike zone. Call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets. Checks on Yoshida. He's leaning back towards the bag. He fires, and the fastball is up and inside. Count is 1-2. And it looks like Lowe is taking time out. Readjusting his gear. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is now evened at deuce. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain deuce. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul. Count is going to remain deuce. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike three. That is Cam's third strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is former Yankee farmhand Carlos Narvaez. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just a bit low. Count is 1-0. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is just off the plate. Count is 2-0. Schlittler sets, fires, and this one is chopped to Volpe. Volpe charges and fires to Rice at first base for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the Red Sox. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second is going to be Giancarlo Stanton, Ben Rice, and Ahmed Rosario. And I will be right back. I want to thank everybody for taking time to support this channel and listen to a little bit of baseball. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. I intend on calling play-by-plays for the rest of the postseason. Come in, be part of the magic, and hopefully watch the Yankees capture number 28 this year. And Connelly sets, and the first pitch is inside. The Stanton count is 1-0. Stanton is hitting .273 on the season, 24 home runs, 66 RBIs, and a .984 OPS. And the next pitch is on the way, and Stanton foul tips it into the glove of Narvaez. Count is evened at 1-1. Early sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Early sets, fires, and Stanton hammers this one foul down the right field line into the third, or the left field line into the third deck. Count is evened at 2-2. That one left Stanton's bat at 116 miles an hour. Early sets, fires, and this ball is hit to right or left field. That one is going to go off the top of the fence. Stanton is heading to second, and he is going to be in there with a double. I thought Stanton had hit that one out of the ballpark. And this one hits about halfway up the right field or left field fence. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. And early sets and fires in the 95-mile-an-hour fastball is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-1. Rice is hitting .255 on the season, 26 home runs, 65 RBIs, and an .836 OPS. Stanton takes his lead. Early sets, and Rice waves at the pitch that's down and out of the strike zone. Count is 0-2. At early sets, fires, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And early sets and fires, and this one is chop foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. Early checks on Stanton at second, fires, and the pitch is down low, and Rice swings at it for strike 3. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. Stanton is on second, Sean. He hit a ball off the left field fence. He stood and looked at it and thought it was a homer. Then he actually had to run. And the first pitch hit to Rosario is down low for ball 1. Rosario is hitting .276 on the season, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs, and a .745 OPS. Early checks on Stanton, and the pitch is a changeup down low and in the dirt. Count is 2-0. All right, sorry about that. And the pitch is a sweeper in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And early sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings at a pitch that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. Early checks on Stanton once again. He sets, fires, and the sweeper is down low and in the dirt. Count is evened at 2-2. And early sets. And he fires, and Jazz fouls this one off. Count remains 2-2. And Jazz calls timeout. Anticipate that he is going to dig in at the back of the box. And Early is checking on Stanton once again, staring him down. And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls this one straight back. Count is going to remain 2-2. Early sets, fires, and Jazz is rung up on call strike three. Paints the outside half of the plate. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the second. Yankees leave a runner stranded at second. Coming up in the top of the third is going to be Abreu, Gonzalez, and Duran. Why is Goldie not playing? I do not have an answer for you, John. For those of you who have just hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. John, will I bowl if we go to the World Series? Well, I'll have to play that one ear by ear. And Cam sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just off the plate to Abreu. Count is 1-0. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner. Call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Abreu is hitting .247 on the season, 22 home runs, 69 RBIs, and a .786 OPS. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is a towering elevator shaft home run to third base. Rosario is tracking it, and he makes a play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Romy Gonzalez. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike one, nice cutter. Count is 0-1 on Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the season hit .305 with 9 home runs, 53 RBIs, and an .826 OPS. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the cutter is down low. Count is 1-1. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball right down the heart of Broadway. For call, strike two. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. That is the second out of the inning. Schlittler is at 44 pitches, and that is Cam's fourth strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Jaron Duran. He is 0-for-1 on the night. And Schlittler sets, and he fires, and the pitch is another 100-mile-an-hour four-seamer that paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. Duran is 0-for-1 on the night. He lined out in his first at-bat. And the next pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Wells catches the ball and fires it to Rice to record the third out of the inning, and that is the fifth strikeout of the night for Schlittler. Coming up in the bottom of the third is going to be Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, and back to the top of the lineup with Trent Grisham. For those of you that are here, if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out, And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is most appreciated, and thank you for taking time out of your busy Thursday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. Today, the Tigers eliminated the Guardians, and they're headed to Seattle for the division series on Saturday. The Cubs eliminated the Padres, and they're heading to Milwaukee for the division series on Saturday. Yesterday, the Dodgers eliminated the Reds, and they're heading to Philadelphia. And Seattle waits to find out who they're going to be facing, whether it be the Yankees or the Red Sox. And you know my preference is the Yankees, of course. So how are we feeling about this game this evening? Confident, shaky, questionable? Chad is awfully quiet this evening. And stepping up to the box is Anthony Volpe. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball inside. Count is 1-0. Volpe is hitting .212 on the season, 19 home runs, 72 RBIs. And the next pitch is a changeup that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Early sets, fires, and the four-seamer is fouled straight back. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way. Definitely looked like it was inside off the plate, but it is called strike two. Count is evened at deuce. Early sets, fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. That is Early's fourth strikeout of the night. Early sets, fires, and the first pitch to Wells is a four-seamer off the plate. Count is 1-0. Wells is hitting .219 on the season, 21 home runs, 71 RBIs. And Early sets, fires, and the pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 2-0. Early sets, fires, and the pitch is a fastball that paints the top of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike two. Count is now evened at deuce. Early sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a sweeper that catches the heart of the plate for call, strike 3. Early's 5th strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first. At Early sets, and the pitch is driven through the infield to right field. Abreu is going to field it, and that is going to be a 2-out single for Grish Bob. And the captain is up to bat. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Early sets, and the pitch is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. And Early sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. Count is 1-1. Early sets, and he fires, and the pitch is chopped to Bregman at third. Bregman fields it cleanly and fires across the diamond to low for the 3rd out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 3rd. Coming up in the top of the 4th is going to be Story, Bregman, and Yoshida. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Well, if he looks like Cy Young, John, against us, what does Schlittler look like to the Red Sox? And I'll be back in half a click. And Schlittler sets, and the first pitch is cutter just off the plate. Count is 1-0. Story is 0 for 1 on the day with a pop out in the first. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it's going to paint the outside corner. Recall, strike one. Count is even at 1-1. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball to right field. Judge is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in middle to deep right field, and that is the first out of the inning. And as usual, Bregman takes a hail of boos coming into the game. And Schlittler sets. First pitch is on the way, and the ball is a fly ball to right field, and Judge is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. That is a 1 pitch, 1 out to help keep Cam's pitch count down. So that is 2 outs in the inning. Coming up to bat is Yoshida. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a single. And let's see. Real Bill says, I saw this kid pitch against Virginia Tech. He had gained some weight after leaving West Point. He won't be shaken. He worked his way up to college and then the minor leagues. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Nice 99 mile, actually 100 mile an hour fastball at the top of the zone. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is foul tipped into the glove of Wells. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets, pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. Schlittler sets, and he fires, and the pitch is lined to center field. Grisham is going to field it on a couple of hots, and he's going to shoot it back into the infield. So that is Yoshida's second hit of the night, the only 2 hits that the Red Sox have. And Rafaela is up to bat. Schlittler sets, pitch is on the way, and this one is chopped to Jazz at second, who flips it to Rice at first for the third out of the inning. So that is another 1 pitch out. And the Red Sox will leave a runner on base off of a hit. No runs scored, and as we head to the middle of the fourth, Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton, and Ben Rice will be coming up to bat. You're right. Yoshida is consistent. Typical Japanese slap type hitter. Speed doesn't make any difference. Contact does. And he lets the ball travel deep and hits it to the opposite field. Gee, sound like anybody you know? Maybe a guy by the name of Ichiro? For those of you who have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We will be doing play-by-plays for the remainder of the postseason. Yep. Ichiro could put on some hitting clinics, that's for damn sure. I remember being in the stadium watching batting practice, and Ichiro was hitting bombs out of the stadium. So if he actually wanted to be a power hitter, I think he might have been amazing. Early sets, and the first pitch is inside to Belly. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball in there for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. And early sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Bellinger is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings at a changeup out of the strike zone. Count is even at 2-2. And early sets, fires, and the pitch is a sweeper down low. Count is now full, 3-0. Or 3-2, excuse me. And early sets, pitch is on the way, and Bellinger hits this one into right center field, and it is going to go into the triangle, and this one is going to drop in. Bellinger is going to have a hustle double. So the Yankees have a runner in scoring position with big Giancarlo Stanton coming up to bat. And Early is checking on Bellinger. He sets and fires, and the first pitch is up and off the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Stanton is 1 for 1 on the night with a double. And Early sets, fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is actually called it a strike. Count is 1-1. And Early sets, fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is now 2-1 on Big G. And they're playing the Rocky music in the background. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton fouls this one straight back. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose, Giancarlo? And the pitch is on the way, and it is a changeup off the plate. Count is now full 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton fouls this one straight back into Narvaez. Count is going to remain 3-2. And early sets. Pitch is on the way, and the pitch is inside for ball 4. So Stanton strips his gear off, and he heads to first. Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with no one out. And coming out to the mound is the pitching coach. And they are going to have a meeting of the minds on the bump. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in his first appearance. Hey, Nick, welcome to the stream. And it looks like the Red Sox are starting to warm some arms up in the bullpen. And Rice hops in the box. First pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the inside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Hey-oh. And early sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. That was a sweeper that Rice was way in front of. Early checks on Bellinger at second, and the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3 and the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. He is 0 for 1 on the day, or the night. Early is checking on Bellinger, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 1. Rosario is 0 for 1 on the night. He flew out in the first at bat. And early checks on Bellinger, and the pitch is on the way. And this one is slammed through the infield. Bellinger is rounding third. Throw is coming home, and Bellinger is going to be in there safe. So that is the first run of the game, and the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Rosario delivers a single, and the Yankees have a 1-0 lead. That left his bat at 108.2 miles an hour. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Can we put a crooked number up? I sure hope so. And early checks on Stanton at second. Pitch is on the way, and this one is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Early sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered into right field. This is going to drop in ahead of Brayu. Brayu spins and fires, and Stanton is going to hold at third. So the Yankees have the bases juiced with one out. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And the first pitch to Volpe is hit foul down the rail right field line, and it is going to make the stand. Count is 0-1. Volpe is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped through the infield. It is going to make the outfield. Yankees are going to score 1 run, and he airmails the throw. Rosario is held at third, but the Yankees are going to score another run and have a 2-0 lead. And the bases are still juiced full of Yankees with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. He is 0 for 1 on the evening with a strikeout. And they are leaving this kid to hang to dry. You would have tended to think that somebody would have walked over to try to calm him down, but they're letting him go. And the first pitch is on the way, and Wells fouls this one off into the backstop. All right, unmuted once again. And we have catcher's interference. Wells is still standing at the plate. Actually, I don't think it was catcher's interference looking at the replay. It looks like it Wells foul tipped the ball and it went off of the catcher's glove. In a catcher's interference situation, Nancy, the catcher is issued an error and the runner takes his base. But this isn't catcher's interference. Once again, another spectacular umpiring call. And the call is overturned. And it is a foul ball. Count is 3-2. Not happy with the delay taking Wells out of his timing. And coming up is the ninth pitch of the at-bat. Early is back on the bump. I think this kid is over 30 pitches this inning. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is driven off of Lowe's glove, and it is going to bounce into the right field. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And Chisholm scores. 2 runs are in. And the Yankees now lead the Red Sox 4-0. And they still have runners at first and second. And they're going to call this one an error on Lowe without a doubt. And Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a fastball down low. Oh, you got to be kidding me. They call that a strike? Definitely out of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fly to right field. Abreu is under it. He's going to make the play. And Volpe does not tag up. So that is the second out of the inning. All rise. The judges in the chambers. And Cora is heading out to the mound, and that's going to do it for the kid. No more, no more, no more, no more. One more time. Oh, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. And we've gotten into that bullpen. Looks like Justin Slayton is coming in to replace Connelly. Yankees have put up 4 in this inning, still have 2 outs. Now the sound effects are in there. You're not hearing them? Did you hear that sound effect? I better call my tech advisor in. All right, how about now? And the pitch is in there and it's going to plunk, Judge. So the bases are now juiced full of Yankees. And the first pitch is skied to left center field with the Bellinger loaded, or the bases loaded, and Centrella Raphael is going to make the play for the third out. What about now? Give me a sec. I'm going to get my tech assistant here. Be right back. And my tech assist will be here shortly. And Lowe is up to bat. Schlittler sets, and the first pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. Lowe is 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in his first at bat. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is hit up the middle. Going to make it between Volpe and Jazz, and that is a single. And the Red Sox have a runner on, leading off the fifth. Carlos Narvaez is coming up to bat. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way and is in there for strike one. I'm going to turn the camera off for a sec while my tech assist helps with the phone. And the pitch is in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a cutter off the plate. Count is 1-2. Or 2-2. All right, can we hear that sound effect? Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is chop foul. Count is 2-2. So are we hearing the sound effect now? Yes. All right. My son came in and screwed up whatever I did, or fixed whatever I screwed up. And the pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back. Count remains 2-2. I've been pushing buttons left and right, and you guys haven't heard anything. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. It's funny, all that college education that I paid for actually helps me out some. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to be the sixth strikeout of the night for Schlittler. Coming up to bat is Weiler Abreu. 0 for 1 on the night. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the 99-mile-an-hour fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Yeah, I'm nervous. What do you think? This is a win or go home. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung and missed. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets. Checks on the runner at first. And the pitch is on the way, and that one is swung on and missed for call. Strike three. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Seventh strikeout for Cam. Cam is at 71 pitches on the night and looking in great shape. Pitch is on the way, and it's fouled off. Count is 0-1. One long ball here, and the lead is cut in half. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the curveball is up high. Count is 1-1. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is curveball in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. And at the stadium, the fans are on their feet, willing a strikeout. Schlittler sets, fires, and the fastball is high and out of play. Count is evened at 2-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is lined into right field. This is going to drop it ahead of Judge. Lowe sits at second. Judge fires into second base. Red Sox have runners at first and second with 2 outs. For those of you hopping in our stream, we're in the top of the 5th. The Yankees lead the Red Sox 4-0. Red Sox are threatening. They have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Jaron Duran is coming up to bat. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. You can't imagine how imperative it is after you've scored runs to have a shutdown inning against the opponent. We need to get out of this inning without giving up a run. And Schlittler sets, checks on the runner at second, fires, and the pitch is a 98 mile an hour fastball that is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. And Schlittler sets. Schlittler sets, fires, and the 100 mile an hour fastball he cannot hold up, and that is strike 3. And that is going to be the 8th strikeout of the night for Cam. That is going to do it for the Red Sox in the bottom of the top of the 5th. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Big Giancarlo Stanton, Ben Rice, and Ahmed Rosario. 4, 5, and 6. And let's see if the Red Sox are going to go to a pitching change and bring in Crochet possibly. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And for those of you that are interested in the football game, they are at halftime and the 49ers lead the Rams 17-7. And Slayton is back out. And Stanton sets in the box. Slayton sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a drive to center field, but not far enough. Rafaela is backing up, and he is going to make the play just shy of the warning track. And that is the first out. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Rice is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and this one is driven to center field. And Rafaela is drifting to his right, and that is caught by Rafaela. So that is 2 pitches and 2 outs. Give me a freaking break. I guess the word patient at bats has no meaning. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and an RBI. Run scored. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is a cutter that is called. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. There's nothing wrong with Cody. Why do you ask? And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-2. Clayton sets, fires, and this is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. Clayton sets and fires, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Slayton sets, fires, and the pitch is way up high. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and miss, and that is strike 3. That is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th. Coming up in the top of the 6 is going to be Story, Bregman, and Yoshida. And it looks like Ryan McMahon is coming into the game to take over at third base. Did not see anyone warming up. Cam is at 78 pitches. He should definitely come out for the for the 6th. Me personally, Sean, I don't think I would bring Blackburn in. And Schlittler sets, and the pitch is hit into left field, and it is going to hit right in front of Bellinger. So that is a leadoff single. And Bregman comes up to a hail of views. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is a fastball in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered to Jazz. Jazz turns and flips to Volpe. Volpe scoops it and gets the out at second base, but is unable to make a relay throw, so that is the first out of the inning. That was a seriously bad feed by Jazz. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. Yoshida is 2 for 2 on the night with a pair of opposite field singles. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the left field line. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. And that is completely out of the strike zone, and that is going to be the second out of the inning, with the Red Sox having a runner at first, and now 2 outs. And it looks like Cruz is getting loose in the bullpen. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is a cutter off the plate. Count is 1-1. Schlittler sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Rafaela is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is chopped down the third baseline. Foul. Count is deuce. What color is your goose, Cam? And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That is Schlittler's 10th strikeout of the night. And that does it for the Red Sox. Heading to the bottom of the sixth, Steven Matz is coming in the game. And it is going to be Jazz, Volpe, and Wells. The guys and gals, how do we feel about tonight's game so far? Keeping in mind that it's not over till it's over. Schlittler is at 89 pitches. So it's definitely a possibility that he can come out and at least face the first couple of batters in the top of the seventh. Yeah, they had Fernando Cruz warming up in the pen. And the first pitch is called strike one. Count is 0-1. Steven Matz is on the bump. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low and off the plate. Count is 1-1. Jazz is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a run scored. And the pitch is hit over the head of Gonzalez to right field. Chisholm is on first base with a leadoff single. That is the second hit of the night for Jazz. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. And Matt sets, and he throws over to first base. First disengagement. Volpe is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and an RBI. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike one. And Matt sets and fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Volpe takes time out. And the pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside corner for call, strike 3. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. And the first pitch is going to catch the outside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Wells is 0 for 2 on the night. He reached on an error and has an RBI. And the pitch is chopped to first, and it is going to be first, and the ball is thrown into the Yankee dugout. So Wells is going to advance to second on the error. Lau picked the ball and shot it to second. Story fired a ball that was completely out of the realm. Matt slipped, stepping on the bag, and the ball goes sailing past him. So coming up to bat is Grisham. He is 1 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. And Matt sets, fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Matt sets and fires, and wow, looked like he caught the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is an elevator shaft home run to third base. Bregman is backing it up, and he makes the play. That is going to retire the side. Coming up in the top of the 7th is going to be Nathaniel Lau, Carlos Narvaez, and Weiler Abreu. Is Cam coming out for the 7th? For those of you that are just joining the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Schlittler is out for the 7th inning. And Nate Lau is coming up to bat. All right, Bill, be safe, brother. And Schlittler sets, and the first pitch looks a bit high to me, but he gets the strike call. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is sky high in right field. Judge is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in foul territory for the first out. Coming up to bat is Carlos Narvaez. And the pitch is up and in. Count is 1-0. And it looks like Weaver and Cruz are warming up in the bullpen, some double fisted action. And the pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a pop fly. Wells turns around, flips the mask off, and he is going to have it right in front of the plate for the second out in the 7th inning. That was Schlittler's 95th pitch. Coming up at bat is Weiler Abreu. And the pitch is on the way, and it is foul tipped into the glove of Wells. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 1-1. Schlittler sets and fires, and the pitch is high and outside. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike two. Count is even at deuce. And Schlittler is on the bump. He sets. And the pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is his 11th strikeout of the night. And that is going to do it for the Red Sox in the top of the seventh. Coming up in the bottom of the seventh is going to be Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton. And it looks like Greg Weissert is coming in to pitch. Another former Yankee farmhand. Added the score of the football game. The 49ers lead the Rams 20-7. However, the Rams are driving. They are at the 10-yard line. Actually, maybe 9-yard line, and it is going to be first and goal. And the pitch, the ball is handed off, breaks through the line, and he is going to be tackled at the 2-yard line. It is second and goal. There's about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. And that is a quick hitter from the slot. And it is in there for a touchdown. Score is now 20-13. And the Rams line up for the field goal. Hey, Evan, welcome to the stream, brother. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Weissert sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the inside corner for call. Strike one. Nice little sweeper. Judge is 0 for 2 on the night and was hit by a pitch. Next pitch is on the way, and it is a curveball swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And Weissert sets. Pitch is on the way. And Judge might have caught a break on that one because it looked like it caught the outside corner. But it is called ball one. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and Judge hits a towering fly ball to right field. Abreu is closing on it and is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3 on the night with a double and a run scored. Hey, Lou, how's it going? And Weissert sets and fires, and the ball is grounded to Lowe. Lowe is going to flip it to Weissert for the second out of the inning. I freaking truly hate one pitch outs. And Big G is up to bat, and the first pitch he sees is a fastball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Big G is 1 for 2 on the night. And the next pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Weissert sets, and the pitch is inside. Count is 3-0. And Weissert sets, and the pitch is on the way. The sinker catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 3-1. And Weissert sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul. Count is going to go 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton hammers this one to Story. Story fills it cleanly and fires it across the diamond to Lowe for the third out of the inning, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the seventh. Coming up in the top of the eighth is going to be Gonzalez, Duran, and Story. Is Schlittler going to make his appearance in the eighth inning? For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you have not hit the like button, please hit like and share. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. I would not be surprised to see him come out for at least one batter. Schlittler's at 101 pitches, I think as high as 115. And it looks like Schlittler is coming out to the bump. First batter he's going to face is Romy Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 1 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. And Schlittler sets and fires, and the first pitch is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Schlittler sets, fires, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Gonzalez is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a strikeout. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Schlittler sets, fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose, Cam? And Schlittler sets, fires, and the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. Schlittler is at 105 pitches, and that is the 12th strikeout of the night for Cam. Coming up to bat is Duran. He is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts. Schlittler sets and fires, and the first pitch is popped. McMahon makes a running play. He falls over the rail, but has the ball secured in his glove for the second out. McMahon flipped into the Red Sox dugout. No help from those jackasses. Talk about sacrificing your body. Cannot do it any better than Ryan McMahon. Fantastic acquisition at the trade deadline. And Story is up to bat, and the first pitch is grounded directly to Volpe. Volpe sets and fires, and that is going to do it for the Red Sox in the top of the 8th. 3 up, 3 down. And that was a 1-pitch ground out. So it took Cam 7 pitches to get through the 8th inning. And it looks like the Red Sox are going to bring Chapman into the game to face Rice, McMahon, and Chisholm. And is Paul Goldschmidt coming in to pinch hit for Rice? You're right, Sean. This has been a gem. And Paul Goldschmidt will be coming in to pinch hit for Ben Rice. Not a big surprise. Ken, do you take back what you said about Cam not being ready? What a freaking game by him. He has pitched well, and I'll give him his flowers on that. And I still stand by what I said. I don't expect that we're going to see him as a starter against the Blue Jays. However, we'll see. And Chapman sets and fires, and the first pitch is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Then there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Chapman sets, and the pitch is hammered up the middle, and Goldschmidt is going to have a leadoff hit. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. And Chapman sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. The 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-2 on McMahon. And Chapman sets, fires, and McMahon fouls that one off straight back. Count is going to remain 0-2. And the pitch is a slider that is fouled off. Count remains 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is called. Strike 3 on McMahon. And that is going to be the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Coming up is Jazz Chisholm. Jazz is 2 for 3 on the night with a strikeout and a pair of singles and a run scored. And Chapman sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and fouls this one off. Count is 0-1. That one is at 100 miles an hour. Actually 100.8, so it's probably 101. Chapman sets and fires, and Jazz swings and misses. Count is 0-2. And Chapman sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz fouls the slider off. And Chapman sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 3. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. Chapman sets and fires, and the first pitch is fouled off by Volpe. That was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. Chapman sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Volpe is 1 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. RBI, single. And Chapman sets, and he fires, and the pitch is way outside. Count is 2-1 on Volpe. And Chapman steps off the rubber. Now he's back. Chapman sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is going to be deuce. What color is your goose, Anthony? Chapman sets, and he fires, and Volpe swings and misses at the splitter. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. Coming up to bat for the Red Sox in the top of the 9th is going to be Bregman, Yoshida, and Raffaella. And it looks like the Rams are at the 8-yard line and threatening to score again. Stafford sets and he fires, and the ball is knocked away from the tight end. It is second and goal. Stafford lines up in shotgun, snap, and he fires, and the ball is caught and run into the end zone by Williams. Score is now tied at 20 apiece. 10:39 left in the fourth quarter. Dodd, it is going to be David Bednar coming in to replace Cam Schlittler in the ninth. Leading off is going to be Alex Bregman. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And Bednar sets. First pitch is on the way, and the 97-mile-an-hour fastball is down low. Count is 1-0. Bednar sets, fires, and the curveball catches the outside portion of the plate. For call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Bednar sets, fires, and the curveball is, I don't know, it looked like he caught the outside corner, but it's call, ball two. Count is 2-1. Bednar sets, fires, and the curveball is in there for call, strike two. Count is deuce. Bednar sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is inside for ball four. So Bregman strips off his gear and heads to first base for the walk. Coming up to bat is Yoshida. He is 2 for 3 on the ninth with a pair of singles and a strikeout. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Bednar sets, fires, and the pitch is chopped to Jazz. Jazz turns and flips to Volpe. Volpe eats the ball, and that is going to be the out at second. So that is the first out of the inning. Centrella Raffaella coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And the extra point in the game is blocked, so the game is tied at 20. Bednar sets and he fires, and the curveball catches the top of the strike zone. For call, strike 2. And Rafaela is going to step in the box. He is back in. Bednar sets, fires, and the pitch is a splitter down low. Count is 1-2. Bednar sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Nathaniel Lowe, 1 for 3 on the night with a single and a strikeout. And the Red Sox are down to their last out of this postseason series. Bednar sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. And as you know, the stands, the Yankees fans are all up on their feet, clapping, cheering. And Bednar sets and fires, and this is an elevator shaft home run. And McMahon is tracking it into foul territory, and he makes the play for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Red Sox tonight and for the postseason. The Yankees win this game 4-0. Cam Schlittler takes the win. Connelly Early takes the loss. The line for the Yankees tonight is 4 runs on 8 hits and an error. For the Red Sox, it's no runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. So the Yankees are going to be heading to Toronto for the division series. The first game is going to be played on Saturday. I will be calling the game. It is going to be on Fox Sports, and it is either going to be at 1:08 or 4:08. They haven't finalized the times yet. I want to thank everybody for taking time to spend here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, listening to play-by-plays. I will be continuing to call AL ball games for the division series. Today, 6 teams came up. 3 of them had their heads chopped. Padres went down, the Guardians went down, and the Red Sox went down. Cubs are going to be heading to Milwaukee to start their division series. Tigers are heading to Seattle to face their opponent, and the Yankees are heading to Toronto to face the last one. Before I shut this one down, and programming notes. Head over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for the post-game review. Should be an exciting one. I recommend everyone hopping over. And I'm going to end on my traditional, I'll do one before then. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.